Hi, so today in this video I kind of want to go over our suspension setup. Like I said in the last video, we are running Iron Rock Offroad's long arm system. It's their critical path long arm system. This one comes with a driver side Y-link in the front, which is a fixed system. I kind of wanted to go over how we got this to work with our Dana 44s that we installed in this vehicle. It has the G2 Dana 44 in the rear and a Rubicon Dana 44 in the front. If you go over here, I can kind of show you. The critical path system comes with this caster plate that you can adjust the pinion angles and get your caster adjusted on the front. With the Dana 44, this is actually made for a Dana 30, the way they designed the system. In buying this system, I didn't know, and they couldn't kind of explain it to me at Iron Rock, if this one would work for our Dana 44 up front. So I kind of just went on a whim and bought it to kind of see if it would mount up on this Rubicon Dana 44, which it didn't. This actual, behind this caster plate, the arm had to be relocated higher on this upper link. This is a fixed link, so there's no adjustments over here. It's all fully welded. So I had to cut this off right here behind the bracket and actually move it back and up, which we just cut the pipe and re-welded it to the back of this bracket. It seemed to work. We do have 1 degree negative caster from factory, but everything, the pinion angle's good and everything tracks right down the road with that 1 degree caster, which kind of helps it actually run better down the road. That's about it up front. Everything under here actually worked out. In the rear, we did have to get a bracketry system. If you want to come back here and kind of look at the back, this is Iron Rock Offroad's bracket system. This actually rear end came out of the TJ. G2 actually doesn't make rear end for a ZJ, so we had to cut off the factory brackets and re-weld the ones for the ZJ on here. And that's kind of how we got this long arm system to fit in this ZJ with this axle back here. Kind of the only reason we went to a long arm system, just come down and back here, is because we had an issue with the stock brackets. They actually ripped out of the frame. This is a unibody, so everybody knows they really flex, and the stock brackets couldn't hold up to the, as you can see, it's moving right here, because this one almost ripped all the way out, but not fully. It couldn't stand up to the flex we were going with the stock brackets. That's kind of why we went to the critical path long arm system. With this system, you do have to run a turn down system, which is a little bit louder than normal, with a short muffler right here. It's kind of hard to fit it in, but if you do your research, you can find a muffler that actually fits in here with the cat. You can see how close quarters this all system has in here. And somebody asked me in an earlier video what kind of transfer case we're running. This is actually an NP 242. So it has your two-wheel drive, your part-time four-wheel drive, full-time locked four-wheel drive, and four-wheel drive low range with it. So that's about it on this system. We weren't able to run the ABS system, so we kind of hung them here for now. If we don't have the sensors on here, then it's gonna throw a light, an ABS light, so I wanted to avoid that right now, and just have them plugged in. Later on we're gonna figure out where we could put them and get them temporarily put up. And also we're trying to figure out a way to run our e-brake. We couldn't do that with this TJ rear end because the e-brake cables were different. So we're gonna try to run a TJ brake lines from back here to the back end right here and see if we can get an e-brake back on this vehicle. That's about it on this long arm system that we have. We did have to extend this driveline a little bit, so we had to custom make that. We're eventually going to go to a slip yoke eliminator, but just because of reliability reasons, we don't want this housing to snap when we're under full flex. And also, as you can tell, we are having rubbing issues. So the actual drive shaft right here is actually rubbing over here a little bit at full flex. But other than that, everything else works fine. In a later video, I'm going to get on our forklift and I'm going to kind of show you how the system actually flexes out, give you a range with a tape measure, see how much flex you can get on one of these ZJs with this critical path long arm system. Actually, when we installed this Iron Rock Off-Road, didn't have any other systems for a long arm system for adjustable upper link. Their long arm systems are 3-link setups, but now they just came out with a rock link setup, and we're kind of thinking about switching to that and see if we can get a better comfortable ride. This one is fantastic at this point, but we kind of want to try a different setup to kind of see if we can get better flex or a little bit better ride characteristics on the road. Off-road, this thing is amazing. It flexes out like crazy, but we're just trying to get a little bit on-road handling because we do drive this to the trail, and we think it might make a little bit of a difference. But like I was saying, we'll show you how it flexes in a later video, and this one, if you have any more questions about it, this is kind of a roundabout. We've done a lot of things to this vehicle already. We are going to do some installs soon on this channel and go from there, but we've done so much so far. I kind of wanted to go over it and answer some of your guys' questions I've been getting on this channel. But other than that, just have a great day, and I'll see you on the next video.